All right.
But
We're
who we got
we're gonna
first?
be we got promo. We got BeastinShen. We got
Ooh.
Ohio's Golden Boy versus I don't know where promo's from.
He's Tennessean. Tennessee low-key super stacked for Tetris. They got Blarg, Firestorm, Promo. It's actually nuts. Crazy state.
I cannot wait to see the time that we start bringing like FGC territorial debates into puzzle games. I want people to be walking into events wearing shirts with like Midwest droppers for life or something.
Yeah. And look, I mean, even though I think this might be top seed versus bottom seed, I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I do know Shen is definitely a humble guy. You know, you were talking about how earlier he said he doesn't really have a lot of hope. But low-key, he's still pretty sick at the game. There's a reason he's at this tournament, so...
Yeah. To be fair, I could have been misinterpreting his intentions through that text. It could have been, you know, self-berating irony. It could have been true confidence.
True. You know, what if he's trying to sell himself short to lull his opponent into a false sense of security before taking him down?
Yeah. You know what? I think that's what we're doing. I'm putting $1,000 on BeastinShen. I think we go right into it. Don't you?
Hey, I'm down to take that bet. You know, I'm not complaining here.
Yeah, we'll do it in we'll do it in the metaverse.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll keep that one for DMs, but either way, yeah, I'm
so,
super excited.
We have just gotten the double yellow readies of being ready. Can't wait for this to get started. I got, you know, about 3 hours of doing this, so it's best to stay hydrated.
True. Make sure to get drinks. You know, we've got some long, spicy sets ahead of us.
Yep.
And we're getting right into it.
Yeah, Shen's starting off with a honest to goodness 9-0 setup. Just drops are coming in really fast. And not too much efficiency coming from Shen's side regarding T-spins or tricky plays like that, but really able to build the zone meter fast. He's working with the full one.
I mean, honestly, from playing with Shen a lot, like, I think his focus has never super been always on, like, hyper efficiency. But I will say that, like, especially in Phase 1, where everything you tank is pretty much clean, like, that could even find a way to play into his favor. But I think if he does struggle, it will probably be, like, in the phases where efficiency and, like, countering the garbage is super important, so probably, like, the later phases, but he might be able to make up for that with his strong down stack, so it's really hard to say.
Interesting note that both players were able to send a 46 attack with their zones, whereas Shen's was 19 lines, Promo's was 17 lines. So a little bit more zone efficiency coming from Promo's side.
I mean, Promo's just like a pillar of efficiency. Like, give this man a T-spin and he'll make 4. Like, he's crazy with it.
That's that, like, when people talk about finding T-spins, Promo's just unearthing them. Yeah. Again, thinking back on... Ooh, wow! Shen with the 20!
20?
Wow,
all right.
Our third zone attack of the stream is a 20. Just...
It's a good start.
I think Promo is putting on the angry face, sending it right back, but not nearly as efficient as Shen this time. Interesting.
I mean, hey, still pretty efficient. Gotta give it to Promo. Like, what, 2 lines of cheese tanked at the end of the day against a 20 is not the worst outcome.
Yeah.
But this cheese could be really difficult for Promo to deal with.
I don't think that this is gonna be as, you know, one-sided as people were preparing me to believe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, again, Shen really good, honestly. Like I said, honestly, this is probably one of the closer groups out there, in my opinion. And I think this game 1 is kind of illustrating that. Ooh,
great usage of the IRS on Shen's side. Only 36 damage, but like, when you were dealing with that kind of cheese, being able to make anything happen is kind of preferable. Oh, like, and 36? Almost not able to get to the eyepiece is interesting.
Still, though, a 41 zone in Phase 3, like, look at how the tables have turned, right?
Interesting use of the T-spin, T-spin 0.
Probably,
ooh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, just look at how Promo turned that around. He was at the zone phase before, he was looking like really cheesed up, like almost hopeless, and then just outdid Shen in that zone and completely flipped the tables.
Yeah, the bragging rights from, you know, winning Square One are going to be astronomical, so it really is do or die.
True. You got me.
Shen had a little bit of a nasty misdrop going on at the start there, able to correct it, find himself a nice little T-spin before continuing on with the Tetris for the back-to-back damage. Nice, nice.
Yeah, and I mean, like the upside of a game like Tetris Effect Connected is like the rounds are so long that usually like an early decision, especially when the garbage is still clean. I know that was freaking me out too, but I was like, Shen's got this. He's got this, you know. Right as I'm saying games are like pretty long in this game, he wouldn't do me like that. He wouldn't.
he wouldn't make it just really short.
Yeah. He's got my back. He's Shen, you know.
Promo's dealing with a little bit of a mess on his side. We're playing pretty even, pretty honest right now.
Yep.
A little bit of misdrop on the S. Nothing good. Not gonna mess him up too much. Able to find a T-spin out of it. Good stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, still like.
Yes. I was
that
like
was a good T-spin triple, but like now I'm worried like his field is like a little awkward and he's gonna want to convert
access
this
the well.
zone as
Able
much
to
as
access the
possible.
well.
He does get there in the end.
And we're
So it worked out.
Wow,
Yeah,
and we get to play.
okay.
Wow.
I can eat my words. I see you.
Shen, that was.
Ohio's
Ooh,
golden boy for a reason. I'm saying, like.
Shen, you got me feeling the veins.
Sick.
I don't know. It's like there's like a lot of like isms. Ooh, and he's going for the
4 wide
for the 9-4 wide or the
did
6-4
drop
wide.
it a little, which was unfortunate, but like
Yeah.
just look at promo again, right? So cheap.
Muy unfortunate.
Yeah, that misdrop is rough for Shen though. Like
Yeah, that would have been an excellent moment to start just like
that was his chance,
really
right? Like
digging
that's
into
promos
it.
cheesed up, right? This is where you put on the pressure, but now they're both dealing with a lot of cheese, and
They're just sending it back and forth with both having a full zone. Who's going to be able to utilize it better? I think Shen was just doing some very interesting dropping there.
A lot of these skims here. 18,
Yeah,
19.
okay, we're in.
All right.
Still taking damage though, just because the efficiency wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because was it promos was like 15 or something like that. How do you get that efficient with cheese like this?
Promo's just an efficiency monster. I swear, like whatever game he's playing, he will turn whatever cheese he has into like perfectly clean, beautiful stacking. I don't know how he does it. He is a wizard.
Ooh, this is it right there.
Yeah, and
Unfortunate.
that's gonna.
I'm loving the
close
way
it out
Shen's
for Promo.
playing.
I feel like Shen's doing it really well. I just think like the one thing that's setting him and Promo apart right now is just Promo having a little bit more efficiency in the clutch. But Shen definitely showing like I am capable of playing up to this level.
Yeah, this is an invitational tournament. You're invited for a reason.
Yeah, tell him. Shen proven that fact. Alright, pretty clean starts here.
Shen's taking a page out of Promo's book, the 6-3 Master. We're having a little bit of difficulty getting out of there, leading to a misdrop of the eyepiece.
That's really unfortunate. I was about to compliment.
We almost got
has
the PC.
Yeah, didn't have
Just
it.
one
That's
J block to extra. We're gonna be seeing big damage coming in from Promo's side.
Yeah.
I feel like Promo is trying to devise how to get a 21 or a 22 going even.
I think one thing Shen is really doing well, I'm impressed with, is like him playing around zone is so sick. Like he's using it at really effective times for the most part. Usually when he's not like backed into a corner and he can still convert the zone into an effective defense. As opposed to like some other matchups we were seeing earlier this tournament, where a lot of the time like the zone was used like very late or like too late, too little, too late, pretty much. But Shen's been doing really good at like using the zone opportunely, so that the game keeps going, so that he doesn't get overwhelmed.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good with the T-spins at this stage of the set.
Yeah,
definitely a little bit more effort being put into it than the start. Wow, good usage of the IRS there.
Yeah, I mean the 31 from Shen is good, but I'm so worried with Promo's sick efficiency that he might turn on the jets and even convert on that.
Yeah. Shen's got a quarter of a zone to try and deal with all this damage. We're talking like full screen hits. That's rough, buddy. That's rough.
It's rough. It's just so hard to like.
Shen
like
coming out with the more drops per minute though.
Yeah, Shen is a speed demon. He plays pretty quick.
Shen's got the speed down.
Yeah.
But I do believe that was also the first time he's had the speed advantage this set.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
Oh, mistiming of the rotation.
Oh, you're
gonna be
unfortunate,
okay,
but he's fine. Yeah, look at how he
able to get the double.
Yeah. No biggie for Shen, and he's just out of there. That eye misdrop, a little annoying, but again, like this is still early phase of
that eye misdrop, a little
this
annoying.
Might be an issue now. The second eye misdrop was not called for, but
yeah,
still converting that into a fairly efficient zone. Like
yeah, keeping it honest.
But I'm just worried Promo again with that crazy efficiency might just be able to capitalize. He's just such a scary player. He's just a machine that will pump out more and more damage, and like it's so hard to play around. Again, like look at the garbage meter for Shen. He's got a quarter zone to deal with all this, and even though he will maybe
was able to get up
he's
to
probably
half zone.
Surviving.
Yeah, this is definitely survival.
It's survival, but it feels like he's on the back foot already, and that's just not where you want to be, right? Like
yeah.
Now Promo has a big zone advantage, and
very
also
eloquent way
Shen
of putting it, I'd say.
Down stack. Let's go. Thank you. I need these kind of compliments in my life. Let's go. But yeah, I'm just worried, like, when Promo hits that max zone again, like, what response is Shen gonna have, especially with that misdrop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of forced into a corner.
Oh, that's a bad misdrop. Okay, able to get something out of it, able to get something else out of it, but only A lines is not what was in Shen's plans right there.
Not gonna be enough probably, and Promo about to drop like a big 50 here probably. There
I feel like if this was like matchmaking, you would just like out yourself, you know, you would just top out and be like, I messed up, but this is like any opportunity. Oh my gosh, these eye misdrops.
It's just so rough.
I'm having an aneurysm. Oh,
that's just rough.
Yeah. Promo taking back the speed lead in that round.
Yeah, and I mean, Shen is definitely getting hurt by these misdrops, but it's also, it feels like to win, he's gonna have to control the pace more, and I don't know how. Like, I'm not a scientist. I don't have the answers, but it just feels really rough for Shen to like get anything significant started. Like, there hasn't really been a moment this set where I'm like, Promo is in really clear danger right now.
There have been some. It's just that, like, Shen could have the moment to like go and take it, but it's either just the cheese is too bad, or maybe he's just like not aware, or something.
It just feels really hard.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I have actual
agree.
faith in this.
Like, I don't doubt you. Like, Shen is holding up really well, and like if Promo faces like a mistake, and I think even like game one was definitely a moment where Shen had like a significant advantage. I think the question is just like, with, you know, as we mentioned, like what he's really being held back by was his efficiency. Like, how well is he going to be able to capitalize? Is what I'm worried about.
Promo throwing away that T-spin triple setup, probably for the best.
Yeah, but again, like Shen just had like a really unclean field, and it just looks tough for him to get anything started.
Nice T-spin from Shen's side.
Yeah. Alright, Promo gonna activate the zone again with the most beautiful field in the history of mankind. Just like, look at this thing. He just... Okay, that misdrop making me eat my words, but still 53 send on 16 lines is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that Shen just like...
Nice ultimatrist from Shen to counter, though.
The J and the L, I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Still 20 is really strong, and the 54 send is like exactly what he needs to stay in this game.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was kind of worried I wasn't like too clear how efficient the zone was looking. When Shen goes into the zone, those first couple of pieces just like go, you know, like
yeah,
you gotta be really trained on it.
Yeah, Shen gonna activate zone again, but again he's like really high on his field.
Yeah. Oh,
and that T
like
drop.
Take back that T and get a better positioning of it, but
yeah, and this just looks really tough. I'm just so worried. Like, Promo's about to send.
Able to do some honest down stacking here. Get some zone meter built up.
Here we are.
Okay, that is balls right there. That is cojones.
Really good of him to tank as much as he can, but like even then, he's still tanking lines, and Promo is like has the zone advantage on top of that. Like it feels so hard for Shen to just escape.
Yeah, another 5-0 start in this tournament, so that means that this is where we're gonna start seeing the comeback.
That's true, you know, like when to start coming back, if not now.
I just feel like that's been a real trend that I've noticed in first to 7 puzzle game matches.
That 5-0s where the comeback starts?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the trend, but we haven't been commentating the same matches, so I can't argue with you, you know?
Very fair, very fair.
Could be right. Maybe it's only the matches you commentate, you know? The pants blessing, they call it.
Some people call it a curse.
I mean...
Oh, that's
not your Ohio boy though. That was kind of a cute spin from Shen, but gonna opt not to go for it.
I like that cute S spin. That was nice.
Yeah. I don't know how he fit that one J piece I think in the hole, but like did fit it in there, you know? Good stuff. But either way, like look, this is just the efficiency diff right here. It just looks so tough. Like Shen is just always on the defense, and like. This is a game that amplifies defense, so it's like it's not a bad thing, but it just looks really tough.
Yeah, I just want to see better efficiency because 17 line clear with only sending 31 damage in the zone. That's like, ugh.
Like for most players, that's not half bad, but against Promo, who like look at his conversions every time he comes out of zone, Shen is in trouble and has to like defend or counter in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, right now the tides are actually kind of like balanced. Shen got himself out of the zone like really quickly and is only lagging behind Promo in the zone meter by just a little smidgen. So this one should be, you know, keeping him a little honest.
I mean, keeping him honest, but also look at the cheese on Shen's board, right? Like, if Promo has the ability to convert this 4-wide with a full zone, where Shen is just kind of stuck, and gonna be forced into some like inefficiency with downstacking.
Yeah, I think Promo's gonna have a pretty efficient zone, which is crazy at this stage of the game. I think this might be the one to take this round. Wow!
Did he have a PC?
Almost able to get a 20.
It's still like look at the 58 send, and Shen just has nothing here. Even when he zones. Like, I don't know if he'll be able to counter this. It feels like Promo's zone is just doing double Shen's zone at this phase, and it's just so rough.
Yeah, another good round from Promo. We're at the 6-0. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, you said it. I mean, Tetris at the end of the day is still a pretty volatile game. Like if you just make the right couple of misdrops, then hey, anything's in the cards. Hey, I mean the right if you're a Shen fan, that is. Which I mean, who isn't? Who doesn't love Big Shen, you know?
Yeah.
Does a lot for the community. Gotta respect that.
Spin off to the Italian comedian sitcom. Everybody loves Shen.
True. Oh, and as I say, you know, Promo with some hefty misdrops, and Shen gonna send the zone back.
Ugly board. That's an ugly board on Promo side. Ooh, Shen, any damage?
Promo got zone to counter though.
Oh, buddy! Remember what I just said at the beginning of the round? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen with the right misdrops, and here it is.
I'm taking my shirt off and whipping it over my head like a
big
crazy
round
football
for
fan.
Shen. Hey, if it's for the Ohio folks, like, it's worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta rep your homeboy.
Don't say Ohio and football in the same sentence this week.
You can't handle that. It's gonna be okay, man. Yeah, you know, maybe Shen can carry this momentum. We'll have to see.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm in Shen's shoes right now, I'm like... I'm activating some higher plane of being, you know?
Yeah. He needs God for this one, but
Yeah,
he can do it.
I'm using the Beast Blood pellet.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh,
Now
we're
we're
getting
talking.
20 since an
Let's
honest
go.
53. Promo leaves the top of his zone a little crazy, and one was just gonna start sending damage.
Shen is outdoing Promo in zone. You know, like this is what Shen has been struggling with all set. And
Oh, that is such a good
now-
down stack.
And look at Promo's field is cheesed in phase 2. Like, Shen is making
What?
this work, and a misdrop on
What
Promo's
is
side.
that? What is that cheese?
He's
You're right.
looking so
That's
good.
insane.
And Shen is just gonna pop another zone. Might be able to just finesse this advantage into another win.
Okay, Shen not using a T piece for that T spin. I'm gonna need to hop on the line with him.
yeah.
That
Ooh, and Promo does like get out of that misdrop here though. And
yeah, able to
let's
send
see.
back some mean zone, and
Yeah, and
Shen
that
doesn't
is
have
just
any
gonna-
to send back because he closed out his own zone a little too early. That's a promo match if we ever seen one.
Yeah, and I mean, really clean stuff for both players. I'm glad Shen got one because honestly, all those games were really close, and I'm glad, you know, like 7-1 is more reflective of like how they match up compared to a 7-0. I feel so. I'm glad that Shen got one. Definitely hung in there for a long time. Definitely a liver, you know, just did not want to let go, fighting with all of the will in his heart, but.